Hi all. In this video, I'm going to discuss about ancient physicists and scientists that lived in Greece. The word physics is actually came from Greek word for nature, physis. The physics is the study of nature, specifically of non-living process involving matter, motion, force, and energy. Ancient Greeks were the first to attempt to explain such phenomena in the Western world. A short video, not on all Greek philosophers, but I selected six of them. Let's get into the video and learn how these great minds shaped our modern science.
Thales of Miletus. He lived during 624 to 548 before Common Era. Thales was born in Miletus in Greek Ionia. He was the first scientific philosopher from Europe who completely rejected the idea of supernatural forces governing the world. He explained the properties through natural materials and forces. Also, he was the first to investigate phenomena such as static electricity and believed that everything in this cosmos was derived from water. We have to remember, Aristotle was a major source for Thales' philosophy and science. He identified Thales as the first person to investigate the basic principles, the question of the originating substances of matter. Therefore, he was considered as the founder of the school of natural philosophy. Thales was interested in almost everything, investigating almost all areas of knowledge: philosophy, history, science, mathematics, engineering, geography, and politics. He proposed theories to explain many of the events of nature: the primary substance, the support of the earth, and the cause of change. Thales was much involved in the problems of astronomy and provided several explanations of cosmological events which traditionally involved supernatural entities. Now moving on to another giant, Heraclitus. He lived during 535 to 475 before Common Era. Little is known of Heraclitus's life, most of which were based on stories apparently invented to illustrate his character as inferred from his writings, Diogenes Laertius 9.1 to 17. His native Ephesus was a prominent city of Ionia, the Greek inhabited coast of Asia Minor, but was subject to Persian rule in his lifetime. According to one account, he inherited the honorific title and office of king of the Ionians, which he resigned to his brother. He is generally considered to have favored aristocratic government as against democracy based on his own political observations. He was famous for his conception of reality as a process of endless change, encapsulated in the phrase, "one never steps into the same river twice." He considered fire to be the primordial element from which everything else stemmed, and believed that all things contained a unity of opposites. Pythagoras. He was born in 570 BCE in Samos, Ionia, Greece, and died in Italy in the year of 495 BCE. He was a Greek philosopher, mathematician, and he was very famous for his mathematical theorem regarding triangles. He is the founder of the Pythagorean Brotherhood that, although religious in nature, formulated principles that influenced the thought of Plato and Aristotle, and contributed to the development of mathematics and Western rational philosophy. His teachings inspired an entire school of his followers to follow mathematical explanations of natural patterns, such as harmonics of musical notes. He emigrated to southern Italy about 532 BCE, apparently to escape Samos' tyrannical rule, and established his ethico-political academy at Croton, now Crotone, Italy. Because of anti-Pythagorean feeling in Croton, he fled that city in 510 BCE for Metapontum, now Metaponto, Italy, where he died. Empedocles, a Greek pre-Socratic philosopher who lived during 494 to 434 BCE, and was a native citizen of Achragos, a Greek city in Sicily. His ideologies were drawn from early philosophers. However, he produced one of the most influential, the theory of everything. The four elements earth, air, fire, and water are mixed or separated to create different forms of matter by interaction with attractive and repulsive forces known as love and strife. Empedocles challenged the practice of animal sacrifice and killing animals for food. He developed a distinctive doctrine of reincarnation. He is generally considered the last Greek philosopher to having recorded his ideas in verse. Some of his work survives, more than is the case for any pre-Socratic philosopher. Empedocles' death was mythologized by ancient writers and has been the subject of a number of literary treatments. Anaximander. He was born in 610 BCE, Miletus, now in Turkey, and in 546 BCE he died. He's a Greek philosopher who was the first to develop a cosmology or systematic philosophical view of the world. He was a pupil of Thales. He believed everything stemmed from a concept called the apeiron, or indefinite, which could give rise to space, time, and different forms of matter. He attributed laws of physics and variety of matter to the separation of opposing properties. For example, hot, cold, or dry, wet, and more. Democritus. Democritus was born in the year of 406 and died in the year of 370 BCE. He was one of the greatest minds to live during that time. After his father died, Democritus used his inheritance to travel widely, educating himself both broadly and deeply. He was calm, tenacious, and very cheerful. Consequently, he was nicknamed the laughing philosopher. An early proponent of atomic theory. He named the smallest pieces as matter. Democritus argued that all matter was constructed of tiny invisible units, with empty space between them. He also believed the properties of different forms of matter arose from the shapes of atoms. However, other Greek philosophers disliked Democritus's atoms theory because they felt it was super illogical.
I hope I may have refreshed some of the philosophers' names we studied in high school. I will discuss about Aristotle and Archimedes in my next video. I hope you enjoyed this video because my next series of videos will be on our beautiful universe. Please share this video. Also, if you like this video, please give a thumbs up. Also, don't forget if you haven't subscribed to my channel. Stay tuned. Have a great day.